Circuit Breaker, the new Vekoma tilt coaster at COTALAND has opened. We have a full review plus a tour of the park's full construction site. So what is COTA? COTA stands for the Circuit of the Americas, a giant racetrack complex just outside Austin. The track is ginormous. This is standing at one end, the opposite end from the theme park. You can see here, zoomed all the way in. You can kind of make out Circuit Breaker in the background. The track has to be over a mile wide, and COTALAND is at the far left, as you can see on the map. We're going to start with Circuit Breaker, the main attraction, and the one ride that was open. Circuit Breaker is a Vekoma tilt coaster, second one to open in the US this year, and it features 4 inversions. It's at the corner of the track that allows the drop in sequence, and as you're at the top, to face out. You can look one way and see downtown Austin. The other way, you have an incredible view of the track. While the park will be a full theme park at some point, during this race weekend, it was a $25 charge to ride the ride. Now here, walking through the queue, you can see there's an outside queue. There's also an express lane that you'll be able to pay extra to skip the line, and what I thought was really nice is once you get to the station, the main part of the queue inside is air conditioned, and that is critical in the Texas heat. That is a huge win that they did. The station had a simple but nice race theme, but the true hero is the trains. Look how slick they look. They even have lights that change colors as it goes throughout. They're only running 1 train today, but they will eventually have 2. And then check this out, on the lead car, Mario Andretti signed it the day before the ride opened. Just got off Circuit Breaker, some first thoughts. My first time on one of the new school Vekomas, and this thing is incredibly smooth. Like, I don't know if I've been on a more smooth roller coaster. Obviously, the main attraction is the tilt element, which is quite wild. There's onboard audio that's perfectly timed with the tilt. I won't give it fully away, but it's a really cool like racing theme. And it even has light up bars underneath the car that you can't really see right now, but I had a nice little touch. But yeah, there's some great moments of airtime on some of these hills here. The inversions are just so incredibly smooth. If you listen in the background, you can hear some of the car testing going on because we are only about 1,000, maybe 100 yards from the track. The whole plaza is really well themed, kind of painted like a racetrack with some landscaping. And you gotta remember, this is like day 1, so landscaping already looks this good. Give it a few weeks or let alone a year, and it'll probably be growing in really nice. Some other neat features are you can walk right over the first drop tunnel, giving you some awesome views looking at the tilt element. And then there's this, what I call the pretzel roll, the Dippin' Dot roll, the pretzel twist, maybe the concession roll. Let's watch it get in slow motion. It gets pretty close to that pretzel stand, and it's very awesome when you're on the ride. Everyone that was part of the project signed the track. Pretty neat thing to see. Now, if you wait to the end of the video, I have a full ride-through clip posted so you can see the ride in action. Let's head back to the main entrance of COTA and COTALAND and do a full park walkthrough showing off all the current construction work. So let's reference that concept art again. We're going to start in the top middle section there. That's the main entrance to the track, and that's where you'll break off to go to COTALAND. About this racetrack or this project is small. You can see Circuit Breaker off in the distance. That's basically the one end of the park. We're standing at the entrance area of the park where Palindrome is. You can see it's quite the distance. This is a big park. Here's Palindrome. Right when you walk in, it's going to be the statement ride. It's a really winding layout. You'll see it as you're driving into the facility because you can see there it actually crosses the road, leaves the park, goes across to the spike where it will reverse and head back. Continuing our walkthrough here, you can see only a few rides are in some form of construction, but there's a lot of site prep happening, whether that's electrical or plumbing, and sometimes that takes as much time as building the rides themselves. So there's a lot of work going on. The next ride we came across was this giant log flume. You can see it's quite the expansive project here with even 2 lift hills, it appears. So that, in the Texas heat like it was today, that'll be a perfect ride.
Next to the log flume is the park's main F&B area. Now this is a giant complex, and what you can't see from here is it actually overlooks the last turn of the race. Some great views. Even if you visit the park when the race isn't happening, it'll be a great way to kind of take a peek at the track. Well, as we continue our journey here, I will say that there are signs everywhere talking about this park opening in 2026. So it seems to be happening. And like I said, it looks like a very active construction site, work being done. Speaking of work being done, the Texas Wildcat has been moved over by Circuit Breaker and is in the process of being rebuilt. It's great to have a brand new Vekoma next to an old school Schwarzkopf. Over by Circuit Breaker, there's pieces for what appears to be an S&S Scream and Swing. Those are such great rides. While we weren't able to film a POV, I'll give you the next closest thing. Here's a full ride through of Circuit Breaker. It's really neat to see a brand new theme park with major rides opening. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe because we'll have more videos as this park gets closer to opening.